Hello. I wanted to look for something to study, something to write about and share with the world. But to be honest, I was struggling. I sat here staring at my screen with ideas written down, but none of them really stuck. I sat here for some time, and that's when I realized I was obsessively thinking about the final product, appreciating something that didn't even exist yet. When in reality, what I needed to do was to try and fall in love with the process. This led me down a rabbit hole of creativity. So, if you feel like you're not where you want to be yet, this might be what you need. There is an importance to creativity. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from, for we are all creative. We've changed over the years. From the radio to vaccines to the internet, we often attribute these monumental innovations to single moments. What we most often forget is that these life-changing inventions are often the sum of tiny decisions. Today, I'm inviting you to appreciate the process, because the great things that we've built today never happened all at once. Being a genius isn't reserved for Nobel Prize winners or great philosophers. It's for those who stay with the process, even when no one's watching. Creativity helps us become better people. More specifically, it makes us more mindful because we're more aware of our inner state. Research shows that when we write, draw, or play music, we learn to understand ourselves better. This is because we're not just expressing outwards, we're listening inwards as well, giving ourselves the space that we need to reflect on our emotions, both good and bad. Now, a common misconception is that the most creative people suffer the most, when in reality, studies show that it's actually quite the opposite. It's not the pain that creates the art, but the process of acknowledging that pain and ultimately growing from it. And even if you say you aren't capable of being creative, you can still learn to appreciate the creativity of others. Studies show that when we engage with art the world has to offer, whether through paintings, films, or books, it actually makes us more empathetic and pro-social. Not just because it looks pretty, but because we try to imagine how the creators think and feel. We learn to appreciate their process. This topic came about because I didn't know what to read or write, so I let my mind wander a little bit. This helped remind me that yes, setting goals and aiming for them is important, but in reality, we should appreciate the process just as much. I'm grateful that you're here with me. Someday, I hope these reflections support my studies. Someday, I even hope to write a book too. But until then, I'm going to enjoy the process. I understand now that the process is what's important. All our tiny decisions and moments of creativity, they all build up to something. They all build us. No matter what you're feeling, good or bad, learn to explore it. Exploring your emotions might not only help you cope, it might even show you the way forward through creative and smart solutions. That's what happened when I looked into this topic. I was frustrated and stressed out because nothing really stuck, only for me to find something that I'm now more inspired to explore more than anything. So remind yourself, you are a creative person. Sure, you could call the Mona Lisa art, but your existence is just as beautiful. Cherish it, and you'll find that by embracing creativity in life, you'll feel lighter and happier. And when you start to embrace life, you'll realize that life embraces you back. So I hope you take care, and until we see each other again, goodbye.